What are some simple things that you can do with a newborn, with a baby, with a child? I would say a newborn would probably be easier because if you got a child, man, the best workout is just running around with them and playing. I can't tell you how tired I get after just playing with a newborn. Wish you had that kind of energy all the time forever. Okay, so some simple workouts that you can do with a newborn. The first thing that I think of, especially if the weather is nice outside, or if you have a gym that allows you to use a stroller, or a mall where you can go walk around, is simply a stroller walk or run. This is something that is super simple, super easy, and there is actually some pretty cool strollers out there nowadays that are almost like reinforced that can actually kind of make it like an off-road. They have really good bearings, they have really good tires, really thick tires, and the build on them is super good, so you can actually run in them. They're literally designed for new parents with a newborn or a child to run in. You could just simply go out for a walk too with these. Obviously, just make sure there's enough covering over that newborn. So make sure there's not a huge amount of direct sunlight in their face. But this is good for you because you're getting some fresh air, you're getting some exercise, you're getting some sunlight, which helps with circadian rhythm and falling asleep. Your child is also getting the exact same thing. Maybe they're not getting specifically cardiovascular exercise, but they're getting some fresh air. That makes them feel good. They're getting a little bit of sunlight. That helps their circadian rhythm and sleep better, which of course helps you sleep better as well. So those are just a few simple ideas to start. Of course, if you're going outside to do it, you can do it in the mall too. That's great. Stroller walk and run. Don't underestimate. Just a 15 to 20 minute stroller walk or run in the morning, whatever. Another great way to stay near your child and simply be able to watch them is doing a circuit workout in your home. This is going to be something where, I'm going to give a basic recommendation template right here where you're going to pick like a couple leg exercises, couple arm exercises, maybe a core exercise. And then you're just going to cycle through these doing 1 minute of each. So a good example of this could be doing bodyweight squats. So bodyweight squats, it's going to work your quads. Maybe you're going to do some assisted push-ups after that. So a pushing exercise where you're pushing away from your body, doing some backpack deadlifts. I love using the backpack if I'm at home and just working with somebody, for example, and trying to get them to work out, but they don't have money to actually spend on workout equipment. So basically what you do is you load up a backpack with a bunch of books or a bunch of anything, if you will, and you're just going to do some deadlifts. So you're going to lean over, touch that backpack on the ground, and then you're going to stand up tall, backpack rows, same thing. These are all exercises that you can look up online. I probably have a couple on my channel. I haven't made them in a while. This would be a good video idea. And then you could finish with a plank just to work your core. You're going to do a minute of these, and throughout that entire time, your child can literally be right next to you. You can be staring at them while you're doing these exercises, right? You can have them down for a nap, and the good thing about a lot of these movements too, they're not really super loud, and especially if you're on like a foam mat or if you're on any type of mat that kind of kills the sound a little bit too, that's going to be great because guess what? You're not going to wake your baby up. They're going to get a nice little nap. That'd be another good note too, trying to plan some of your workouts around their nap time, but still having them right next to you if you did. Just want to make sure that everything is going to be okay. There's also lots of good pieces of cardio equipment that you can literally just sit on, and then once again, just like that circuit workout, look at your child. So the treadmill is great, stationary bike is great, the elliptical is great, even Stairmaster. Those are all things where you can put your child right next to you in one of those newborn seats, right? And just let them play, let them hang. And then at any point, if you do need to, you can just hop off there. No problem. You can hop back on. A couple really good ideas. And the other really cool thing about these too is a lot of them, not all of them, but the circuit workouts especially are stuff that you can do at home. So if you're stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad, or you're just taking the day off to be with your kid, you can do that at home. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but people who are into fitness have maybe a treadmill at their home. That's great. Maybe even a stationary bike. That's great. Probably not an elliptical or Stairmaster. Those are pretty big and pretty specific. Another great option, and something that my mom used a lot when I was younger, is she went to a gym that had a daycare. And some gyms not only have a daycare, they actually have a literal playpen that your child can play in when they are actually at the gym. When you are at the gym, I should say. I go to a local YMCA, and actually I've been to a couple gyms in my area that literally have a giant play area. It's like one of those McDonald's play places, if you will. Obviously minus the McDonald's, you know, whether that's good or bad. But it's a giant playpen, and they can literally play with their friends while you're getting your workout in. In addition to this, a lot of them too, even if you do have a newborn, they have an area where they can just have the newborn sit, and you can have somebody supervise and play with this too. So there's a little bit more supervision opportunities, but there's also opportunities for kind of less supervision as well. Again, this would probably be a good thing to look for a gym, because if you think about daycare in general, daycare is very expensive. So if you can get a gym with daycare included as part of your membership, you're going to be saving a lot of money for yourself. The last part that I wanted to kind of reiterate with this is to not underestimate the idea of a small workout. So maybe you just started, you just did 5 minutes of a walk on your treadmill, and your newborn started crying, or your newborn's having issues. Well, if that happens, don't feel bad about splitting the workout up. Don't feel bad about taking a little bit of extra rest. Maybe you can't do a full workout right then, so you're gonna, you know, go with your child, calm them down, put them back down for a nap, give them some food, and then after that, you hop right back in. Because for a lot of people, when you're first starting out, your workouts probably will look like that, especially if you have a newborn that's going to be literally by your side all the time. So don't underestimate those small workouts. They really build and compound over time, and ultimately will bring you to your fitness goals. You know, remember, it's not always going to be like this, but it might be like it right now, and that's okay. You're going to get to a point where you're going to be able to do a longer workout without having to worry about your child.